Hello, and welcome to the Sisters of the Shire Podcast. I'm Abby.
And I'm Ashley.
And today we have an amazing episode because we are going to be talking about probably one of the best weekends we've ever had in our lives.
Yes.
And we are going to be sharing some of our goodies that we got from that weekend, and just kind of like, while it's still fresh in our mind, we wanted to talk about our experience and kind of the memories about what happened at Fan Expo in Portland. I think it was 3 weeks ago? 2 weeks ago? 3 weeks ago?
3 weeks ago?
2 weeks ago.
The 17th.
Yes. So it's been a few days since then, but we just kind of wanted to reminisce already about what we did and kind of share with you our experience and show off our cool things that we got. And just bask in the joy that was that weekend.
Yes.
It's so good. So, I don't know who wants to start off. Who wants to do the showing off? So first I'll explain what we did. So, this was months and months ago, my friend, for my Christmas present / birthday present / I'll be indebted to her for the rest of my life gift, gifted me tickets to Fan Expo in Portland, which was going to be a very special event because it was going to be the celebration of the 25th anniversary of Lord of the Rings. And so all 4 Hobbits were going to be there. And she got me a special ticket that we were able to meet and greet, backstage pass, all 4 Hobbits. And so I was excited. I was blown away. So grateful, and so just like, is this really happening? And then I called Ashley and I said, hey, this is happening in Portland, which is kind of like a middle ground for both of us. Like, it kind of like meets in the middle from where we are. She's a little bit farther away, but it's a little bit like, it's easier to get her to get there. And so I was like, hey, this is happening. You should move heaven and earth to be able to come with me to come do this, because so she I still wish that you did a PowerPoint presentation to your husband of like the reasons why you needed to go, like with a clicker, with a pointer, like the reasons why I need to go to Portland to meet all 4 Hobbits, like to get him on board.
I can show you the pro and con list. I can show you my spreadsheet. I did have it literally written out, the different options, like package A, package B. There was definitely a pro and con list. There was, you know me. That was definitely a part of the process.
But it worked. It worked. Because then she was able to come. And she brought Lizzie with her, and Nate, her husband, also came. And then me and my friend got to go, and then I got to bring my mom, which was really fun as well, because she's also a big fan. And it was just one of the most like surreal times I've ever had. Kind of, I'll give you a rundown of my day, and then Ashley can kind of give you a rundown of her day too, because hers was a little bit different than mine, because I had a different type.
Unfortunately, we were very separated.
We were there in the same place, but we kind of rarely saw each other. It is what it is.
We'll figure it out next time. It was our first time doing it together. We'll figure it
out. And this was a new. I go to cons a lot, but this is a new con that I've never been to before, so it was kind of different for me as well. So it was new. When we got there, so me and my friend had a ticket that was a photo with all 4 of them, a ticketed panel, which means it was like a paid to see panel, which was a smaller more kind of like intimate in a sense of it was like not a full like giant warehouse full big of people, but it was like a smaller area event panel. And then a backstage meet and greet with a autograph of an item that you wanted them to autograph. And so in the beginning of the day, it was like we got to do walk around the con for a little bit, and then we got to do photos, and that was like the first time we were going to see them like all together for me and my friend and my mom. My mom got to jump in too. And so like we had to wait in line for probably like an hour just for doing photos. And it wasn't like we were upset by waiting an hour. We were supposed to be waiting that long. Like it just kind of, they were very efficient of like, okay, let's go. Let's, we're going through the cycle of like people taking pictures and stuff. But I was like, starting to get the like, like when I kept getting closer and closer to the front of the line. I don't know if this was the same way for you. Anyway, so we had you could kind of see the other people taking pictures in front of you. So they had two of the actors on standing up and then two of the actors sitting down. And yours is switched from mine when I looked at your picture. Mine isn't the same, like the two up on the two above and the two below are switched. So you went and you got to, stand with them and take a picture. But it was so just walking into that room and just being like, oh, you're all here. There you are. And I got to stand next to Sean Astin, and he gave me a hug when I walked in, and he was like, I'm so glad you're here. I'm so glad to meet you. And I was like,
yeah.
Oh. And then
my soul left my body.
Yeah, it was gone. I was this close to Elijah Wood. I mean, come on. And it's so fast. So you're kind of like, okay,
so fast.
Pose. And then you hope that you look fine because there's no redos. And then the second, so we had two photos because it was my friend and me. So like, that had a ticket for it. So like the first one was just me and my friend. And then the second one was my mom got to jump in. And so the two actors that were standing up in the back that we got to stand next to were Billy Boyd and Sean Astin. And when you walked in, Billy Boyd was the first person, and then you had to walk past him and go in between him and Sean Astin, right? Like that's where you were standing. And I was there already, and my friend was there already. I was standing next to Sean, she was standing next to Billy Boyd, and my mom was coming in from the other side, and she had to walk past my friend and Billy Boyd to get over there, and she pushed Billy Boyd out of the way, and she was like, I want to stand next to Sam. And he goes, you go stand next to your Samwise. Like she's like, get out of my way. And she like pushed me and my friend out of the way, and then she's like next to Sam, like I'm like I was like, and then afterwards she's like, do you think I hurt his feelings from pushing him away? And I was like, Billy Boyd was so cute and so nice. But I was like, Mom, he's just as good. Like, come on. But, so I'll show you that photo because it makes me laugh so much that she was like, get out of my way. Like, so this is,
move it or lose it, sister.
Hope I can get not the glare on it. Oh, there we go. So nice. See, she like had to shove past 3 people to come over here. But you can tell in this photo, me and my friend are wearing matching shirts, and I made a shirt with Tengwar, the Tengwar writing on it that says "Best Friends Forever" on it because we're best friends, and we got to see the most iconic 4 best friends.
Ah,
So,
yes,
that's why.
yes.
That's why we did it. So, that was my photo experience, and we also got to meet a really fun friend in the line. Hopefully I told him about this podcast, so hopefully he's listening. If you are, Philip, hello. Hello, Philip.
Oh, I got to meet Philip.
Yeah,
Yes, he was
he
very
was
nice.
very sweet. He was all there all by himself, and he was like so excited to do this. And he's like 6'3", 6'4",
probably.
and I researched the actors before I did this, like more than I already know, and I realized that I'm the
too.
same height as all of them, or I'm taller. Like they're some lovely short kings, and so I am like the same height. But so Philip showed us his picture, and he's like has his arm around all of them, and he's like, I wish I'd had like a Gandalf costume on because I look like I am like towering over all of them. I'm like, yeah, that would have been good, but it was pretty cute. But yeah, so that experience of just like being this close was like, I'll never forget it. It was so great. So how was you got to do more than one photo opportunity at this con?
I did. So okay, just to clarify, my husband is in full support of my dreams and my things, but he just is very anxious in crowds, and it's a lot of money. It's not like I had to ask his permission or anything, but it's a lot of money.
Yes, that's why I was like, and I'm indebted to my friend forever for doing this for me.
Yeah. So just to clarify, I just want to say, and then I thought for sure he wouldn't want to go. It's very crowds is a big thing for him. So,
and he's not really up in the lore of it, or like it's not his jam. Just
yeah,
stuff at Comic-Con he's not really into.
Right. Yeah. But he loves people watching. So that was one of like
that
the
was
things.
my mom
also,
too. Yeah.
Yeah. And then also he's like, well, it's a big experience for you and Lizzie, and I want to be a part of it. I was like, well, okay then. And honestly, I couldn't have done it without him. He was like amazing, above and beyond. Like there were times in lines where I was dying and I knew he was like done.
Yeah.
Because okay, it's one thing to wait in a Disneyland ride, right? Like they have all the lines are very well queued up. You can, get out and use the bathroom. There's a lot of space in between the lines. Usually there's something to lean on or sit on. The photo op line, it was the closest, tightest lines ever. Your little like path that you had to be in was like a foot, like 2 feet. Like it was tiny.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just very, very close. So for him to like do that for like hours on end, love him so much. So my photo op, I was also my first time seeing the Hobbits in up close. So I'm like amping myself up. I'm like, okay. And I had a previous photo op with Bonnie Wright, which was Lizzie's kind of present because she got to see Ginny Weasley. And so we did a photo op with her, and she was so nice and so caring, so sweet with Lizzie. But after like the picture is taken, you get to see her picture, like they print it out really fast. They're like on top of it for that. And I had just gotten new makeup, not specifically for this event, but like, I was still getting used to it. And my forehead is like a freaking beacon of light to like, I just, it's just, you get it, girls. It's one of those things it's
okay. It's fine.
Yeah. So when it came time for the Hobbit picture, I was like rubbing my forehead, like get all of that shine off, get all that grease off. And poor Nate, he's like, you're making it redder, right? I'm like, no, I'm like, like fanning myself. So I'm freaking out. And I had in my head what you told me, like, okay, so this is how they're laid out. Let's have Lizzie sit next to this person. We'll be on the other side. But what's crazy, and they're actually very good about it, I walked in there thinking I had to like put people where they needed to be. You walked in and you knew exactly where to stand. They didn't even tell you really. It was just like, and this is where you go. Like it might as well have had like a line on the floor. You go here.
Yeah.
So that was very well done. So I was standing next to Elijah Wood. And my husband was standing next to, I cannot say his last name, Dominic Monaghan. Monahan. And then Lizzie was sitting next to Billy Boyd and Sean Astin in the chairs. And I didn't know this at the time. She actually told me about it like a lot later. I had made this shirt for Lizzie to meet Ginny, and it says like, what does it say? Read books, fight back, and stay weird. And it has like Hermione, Ginny, and Luna. And I had made it, and on the back it says like girl power or something like that. I was trying to, make it for her. And so apparently Sean Astin saw that, and he goes, girl power, huh? Well, I don't know what that means, but I know my girls have it. And Lizzie told me that later. That was the other funny thing is like, it was like a cone of silence was around us, but not like I could not hear any other conversations at all. So I walk in and Elijah was like, hi, nice to meet you. And oh my gosh, my mom made a point of saying like his eyes really aren't that blue. They are that blue.
They're so blue. Like they're like and white blue though. They're like
yeah.
I'm like, whoa.
Yeah. And he is a very I don't want to say it's not creepy. It is not creepy, but he just is very direct in his eye contact, and his eyes are, because of the blueness, it's very like, it seems like his eyes are like open a little. So it is like piercing, not in a scary way, not in a bad way, but it just like,
yes.
So, we take the picture really fast, and then, I was like, can I give you a hug? And he was like, of course. And he like gave me a hug. And then like, they're like kind of they're not pushing you to leave, but you feel this like urgency to be, to move along. And, I was like, but Sam. And so I literally so Sam is sitting on a chair, like Elijah, Sam. I go around Elijah after I give him a hug. And I just like, can I give you a hug? As I'm like hugging Sean, like, he doesn't really, he's like, sure. Like, as he's like, or as I'm already like tackling him practically.
You threw yourself onto him? Oh my gosh. You didn't tell me this.
I did.
Oh my goodness. Sure he loved
and
that.
So, I know. I'm sure I'm not the first one. Yeah. I know. Cause it was one of those like weird awkward hugs when he's standing up and you're like, it was, but I had to have it. I shoot your shot. Right. So, and then I also had the feeling too, kind of like your mom, like, I wonder if Billy Boyd and Dom felt bad that I didn't give them hugs.
I know. It was so funny. Like, he was like, oh, okay. You could go along. I was like.
And then as we were walking out, because I have you like queued out to go out this way, my mom made a specific point of saying when we scheduled this whole thing, she's like, Ashley's gonna cry, right? I brought this up before. So I was like, when am I gonna cry? When's it gonna happen? And it was as I was walking away, my eyes like teared up, and I'm like, that was so cool. That was so cool. And then I'm like, okay, get it together. We've still got hours to go here. Yeah. So that was my photo op experience.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, it was. They're just so nice. They're just so sweet.
So nice.
And then we got to have a really amazing panel by Elijah Wood. That was really fun. That was an unticketed really one. Cool. So like my mom and Ashley got to go to that one. So that was really cool. My mom was really funny though, because like I have loved Elijah Wood forever. And so like she just watched me watch Elijah Wood come out for the because that was actually before we saw the photos or we did the photos. So like it was when I was like first seeing him up close. And she's just watching me. She's like, I wanted to watch your face while you watched him walk out. I was like, okay, creeper. I was like, okay. I was like, he's right there.
But to be fair, I literally did the same thing with Lizzie. So Abby got us seats for the panel, and then the autograph things was very confusing to me. I mean, I'm aware a bit more now, but they don't provide a lot of information. Like this time, like at Disney. Okay, I'm sorry, I keep comparing it to Disneyland. But that's all I got. This was my first Comic-Con type event. So like at Disneyland, they'll be in this area at this time, and this time and this time and this time. It doesn't say how long, but at least you have like an expectation, like they'll be there around this time. Comic-Con, it didn't have none of that. The people that were like by the lines were like, they could be here in about 10 minutes. And I was like, so is that the only time? Or like, it was just very confusing to me. So she got the seats, and Nate, Lizzie, and I waited for our autograph with Bonnie Wright. So I see her come in, and I'm looking at Lizzie, and I'm taking a picture, and Lizzie,
oh,
it was like it's her.
Yeah. There she is. That's adorable. Yeah, so the Elijah Wood panel was great.
So good.
And then
I'm kicking myself I didn't get it. We could have gotten in for a question. We were close enough that we could have made it.
But I would have asked him not a Lord of the Rings question. I would have been like, palate cleanser. My question is actually, what was it like being on the set of the Beastie Boys music video that you were in that I love so much? So anyway,
my question, I wanted to ask during the autographs, but some were rushed and some weren't. But like by the time that like I kind of got that, I was like, oh, like I know now. Like I'm just, the way of asking questions is you kind of have to be assertive and almost like annoying.
Yeah.
But I wanted to ask them, like, so out of everyone on set, who was like the most true to their personality? Did it match their character? Who was like completely different? Like, is Sean Astin actually like really selfish and really like a pessimist? Like, I don't know. Like maybe he is.
I feel like Billy Boyd and Dom are very true to like
yes
they are.
Yes,
because I feel like Peter Jackson was like, those guys.
Yeah.
They are them.
Those guys. Yeah.
They didn't have to stretch their acting muscles so much to be a different character.
I'm sure Sean Astin's a gem. I'm just like, I'm curious like how much they actually, you have this vision of what they are like in person because of the movies that they play or, the things that they do, but you don't know, like True. You only see that side of them. So that was going to be my question, but
yeah.
Never got to ask it.
And then my friend and I got to go to a panel later that night. That was all 4 Hobbits at one time, and it was just so fun. I will say, where's my phone? Oh, there it is. So while we were waiting for the panel to start, it was we had to be seated early because they just wanted to get things like rushed through. So we were sitting there for a while, and it was like me and my friend and our new friend Philip, and they were like, okay, well, while you are waiting, we have a on your phone like trivia game. And
oh, that's cool.
So you play with everyone else in the audience, right? And it's not like it's like a tap multiple choice. Mm-hmm. And there was 547 players playing this, okay? I don't know if you can see. Oh, I can't. Oh, no, wait. That was me. That was me. I'm number 4.
That's really good.
So what were the questions number like? 4. Huh?
What were the questions like?
Like it was about like the actual like Lord of the Rings text, not about movies and stuff. So it was like names of characters, places, who did this thing, blah blah blah. I got 4th place out of 547 people. Hey.
That's pretty good.
I was proud of myself. I was literally 10 points behind the 1st place person.
Wow.
I know.
That's awesome.
I was like, I was so close.
What's funny is, so your panel was like way late.
It was like at 7:30 at night.
Yeah. But what time did it actually start though? Because it was
like
later.
7:40. It wasn't that bad.
Oh, really? Because okay. So, from the time of the Elijah Wood panel being done to, let's see, I think I did my photo op with the Hobbits, and then we were supposed to get autographs of the Hobbits because apparently that's where they were going to go after this photo op time slot. Again, I did not understand all of it. So we get in line, and they have an individual line for each Hobbit for mine. Even though I purchased the package, you'd think it would have been easier, but whatever. So I get in line for Sean Astin first, right? Because I'm like, I have no idea how this works. The lines are huge. There's so many people here. If I can't get all of them, Sean is the one I want the most. So I get in line for Sean, and he was supposed to be out here in like 10 minutes. And he literally had like a sign. It took an hour and a half. So by the time he got there, he was like the first one to come out, and he had this, I don't know what they call them, like their handler.
Yeah, it's a handler.
Okay. Not my favorite of the handlers, I will say. He was very, very efficient to the point of like no questions, no talking. Like he was shoving things at Sean, like, you sign this now, you sign that. Like, didn't even like give Sean a chance to really talk to anyone. It was just, yeah. Like we had these really cool, I think you have all of yours. These really cool, like shiny, like things for the autographs.
No, they took them all except for one. I only have Billy Boyd. They took all of mine and ripped them because they're like, hey, you can't use them anymore. I was like, but I wanted them.
Yeah. So Sean Astin's guy just took all of them. And then, yeah, no talking, no questions, no nothing. Sean was very cute and with Lizzie, and they were adorable with Lizzie. Like they just made sure to make eye contact and like, I'm so glad you're here. It was so nice to meet you. Thank you for coming to meet me. Like adorable. And Nate had gone to get in line for something, and he had come back just when we were at the stand, and he was wearing one of my shirts, but it was like this Samwise, and it was like Samwise everywhere, and he was like, and I see Dad's representing. It was adorable.
Right. And then poor Nate's probably like, oh no,
yeah,
don't look at me.
Yeah, Nate is not about the attention, but yeah, he was a little shy after that. So then we got in line for the next guy, and like it was crazy. We were in line with Billy Boyd was the next one, and by the time I was like Billy Boyd came out, because they were so late coming out. Sean Astin, because of Sergeant Handler, his line was done, like it was gone. And everyone's like, can we go back in that line and get our time back? Like,
yeah. For real though.
So we talked to Billy Boyd, and Billy Boyd is also very sweet with Lizzie.
He's so nice.
He was so nice. Lizzie had a question for each of the Hobbits that she wanted to ask, but of course, Sergeant Handler wasn't having it. And then I kind of learned that I had to be aggressive, and I was like, actually, she has a question for you. And Lizzie, bless her heart, was actually very, she stuttered a little bit, but she wasn't like too shy not to ask it, which I was very proud of her. She's like, so when you had that ball and Gandalf told you not to take it, why did you take it?
Valid question. Give me a good answer, Pippin. We all want to know.
So Billy's like, well, And of course, he has that amazing accent. Has there ever been a time
Yeah.
um,
Time.
where an adult told you to do something, not to do something, but you really wanted to do it, so you did it anyway? I think it was like that. And she goes, makes sense.
Just like, I feel you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Literally my life right now.
Yeah. And then waited another long time. Well, so we're in line for Billy Boyd, and Frodo or Elijah apparently has such a long line. He has like an overflow line somewhere else, like on the other side of the room. And so I'm like, yeah. And here I am with like, and it was getting like 6-ish. So we haven't had dinner. We've barely like gotten snacks. Here I have a hungry husband who gets hangry, we'll just say, and a daughter who is 8 and also gets hangry and whiny and, sad when there's no food, and have been waiting in lines for something that's more for mom than for her.
True.
They were troopers. Like, Nate actually got out of the Billy Boyd line, started to wait in the Elijah Wood overflow line. By the time we got done with Billy Boyd, the overflow line had just gotten to the regular line, and then he got in line for the next guy for Dominic. Like,
Trooper.
He was trooper. Barely got to talk to Elijah Wood, but oh my gosh, the eyes. But yeah, very eye contact with Lizzie. It's so nice to meet you. Just my heart. So by the time I got to Dom, Nate and Lizzie were done. And that was like the last thing of the night anyway. It was supposed to close at 7 or something like that. It was like 7:15. Like, everyone was like leaving.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm hearing Dom talk to the person before my autograph. And she had this like Hobbit or Fellowship, I think, poster, but it had all the Hobbits on it. And she had a signature for all of them. She goes, yeah, you're my last Hobbit to get on there. And he was like, well, and Dominic's like, well, technically there's 5 Hobbits on there. And she's like, what? It's like, technically Gollum's on there. And she goes, oh, yeah, you're right. And I kind of just used that as a segue. I was like, my daughter roots for Gollum at the end. He goes, oh yeah, that's awesome. Like, yeah, she's like, by the time the movie's over, she's like, Gollum. Dominic's like, or what she should be saying is Smeagol. Yeah. Like, you're right, she actually does like Smeagol more than Gollum, you're right. But that was like my tiny little time. But yeah, they some of them were a lot nicer. So yeah, I got my last 2.
Yeah, I did.
Billy
I only
Boyd
got
and
Billy
Dominic.
Boyd.
Yeah.
Because his handler was so nice. And he's like, here you go. And I'm like, thank you.
Yeah.
Everyone else took mine and ripped it. And I wanted to keep it.
Yeah.
So, anyway, so, like you were saying, they are so nice. They were so nice with Lizzie. They were so sweet. When we got to do our meet and greet, we got to do a behind the backstage meet and greet with them, with a very small amount of people. So I feel like we kind of got like we weren't super rushed, but it was the end of the night. Like, it was probably 9:30, almost 10 o'clock.
Jeez.
And probably 9, no, like 9. And so they're probably so tired. They were probably so tired, and so like if we had to do this for 3 days. But so I had them autograph. So you got to bring something to autograph, right? And it kind of got passed down the line. When I went, it was like they were all sitting at this like kind of L-shaped table, and you kind of just walked down the line and looked and talked to each one of them. And a side note, there was a booth at Comic-Con that had like glossy 8x10s that you could buy to then get signed by actors that were there at the con. And so they had different pictures that you could choose from that you could have signed. And one of them was, 2 of them actually were ones in my locker in middle school. And I want to see if you can even see it on my phone because I laughed so hard when I saw it. I was like, it's that picture. I had it. Oh, I don't know
Is
if
it
you
the
can see
Backstreet
it.
Boys one?
No, this one. This Elijah Wood one.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I can't. It's so funny. And you could buy that. You could buy it, the picture, a glossy 8x10, to have him sign. And then they also had the like boy band one too. And I was like,
The
oh,
boy band one.
I was like, oh, I wish I
That was my
could have gotten
jam.
that one. But what I had them sign was it's a piece of wood. But I had them sign. So there's Sam, Frodo, Pippin, and then he says, "Be merry" on it.
Yes, I like that. I thought that was cute.
And so I'm going to take this, and it's a very nice treated piece of wood. It's very beautiful. You can kind of see it. Look at it. Look at like 3D. It's cool. Anyway,
Right.
so my cousin and I are going to make this is going to be the inside of a lid. So when you open it, it's going to look like this when you open it. Okay, so it's going to be the inside.
Yes.
But we're going to make like a jewelry box type thing, but it's going to be Sam's salt box from his salt from the Shire, but kind of a bigger version. So that's what we're going to make out of it, and I'm so excited. But so when I had that, it was like blank. So it's just like a piece of wood, and Sean Astin was the first one to receive it to sign it, and the handler like gives it to him. He's like, he goes like this. He's like, like, and then he's like, I was like, oh, it's funny you do that and I said because I'm a black belt, and he goes, oh, you are? I'm only a yellow belt. And I was like, yeah. And then and I was like,
what a Sam thing to say.
I know. And I was like, well, if you're wondering what it is, I'm going to make it into the lid of a jewelry box, but the jewelry box is going to look like Sam's salt box from the movies. And he goes, I was like, that's what I'm going to make. He goes, are you really? He's like, yeah. And he goes, oh, he's like, I love it so much. And I was like, Sam approved. Sam approved. I got Sam's stamp of approval. And then
as if he was gonna say, ew, why?
Yeah. And then my friend who came with me, Brianna, her son painted her oil or a watercolor of all 4 hobbits when they're running through Farmer Maggot's crop, and they have all the vegetables and they're running, and then on the bottom it says, well, my point is he's clearly overreacting. And then it's so cute. It's like this very like warm cottage looking painting. It's very cute. And when Sean Astin got it, he's like, oh, is this a watercolor? And we're like, yeah. He's like, this is beautiful. He's like, I wish I could learn how to watercolor. And like and then Elijah Wood was next, and when he was signing it, you got to talk to him for a little while. And I said, hey, I just want to let you know that Lord of the Rings is my heart. Tolkien is very, very special to me, and I'm very, very thankful you guys made this movie. It's very special. I will say, though, I love it so much. The most I've seen you in lately is Back to the Future 2, that you were like 8 years old in. And he's like, oh. I was like, I shot my shot, Elijah Wood. There you go. That's what I wanted to tell you.
Actually, that was my pivotal role, my favorite one. How did you know?
And then Dom, it came up naturally. I don't know how it got to that point. And I was like thanking them all, like, oh my gosh, thank you. I'm so happy to be here, and I'm, happy to meet you, blah, blah, blah. And very much like I'm like word vomiting because I'm so like, what is happening in my life right now? And I'm like, but I mentioned, like I said, it came up naturally, but I said, just to let you know, you all covered my locker and binder in middle school, like photos of you. And Billy Boyd's to the side of me. I haven't gone to him yet. And he goes, "Go us." He's like, "Woo." I'm like, "Yeah." And then I got to Billy Boyd, and he, like I said, he is so nice. He was so
He is very
sweet.
nice.
He like, they all look at you in the face, and they're very like, not like, okay, next.
Sincere,
okay.
very sincere. Yeah.
And he's very like dad energy, where you just want to give him a hug real bad. You're like, you look so huggable. And so he was asking about, he's like, "What am I signing?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm making it into the salt box, whatever." He goes, "Well, you better do a good job, because that's one of the coolest things I've heard." And I'm like, "Okay, all right." I was like, "I got it." And then we walked, we said goodbye, and I was like, still kind of in shock a little bit. And then when we walked away, that's when I started crying. I was like, it happened. This is a real thing that happened to me. I got to like talk to them, and so I got this signed. What did you get signed?
Well, and it was funny to see all the different things that people wanted to have signed. Were you noticing that too? Like, there was this guy with a huge print, like a freaking movie poster, that he was literally just having to stand in line like this for like hours. And I'm like, that sucks, dude.
Yeah. There was a lady with a framed one that was probably like 5 foot by 4 foot. Like, it was so big. I was like, "Girl, what are you doing? Why are you doing it this way?"
I saw another one that had a huge, I want to say it was like a Funko set, but it was huge. I forgot what it was, but something like that. So, and I knew it wouldn't be unique, but it goes on my, my shelf trophies. Like there's like the whole thing about, you have books that you read, and then you have shelf trophies that don't get read. So this is probably going to be a shelf trophy that I don't actually read, but it's so pretty. So this is the prettiest edition I had.
There they are.
There they are. And then I asked Lizzie what she wanted to have on it, or what she wanted to have signed. And what's funny, and again, I'm learning things, you guys. This is my first time. So we're standing in line for the autograph, and this wasn't even her handler. It was like the lady in line that was like helping. She's like, "Is there something you'd want written in the book?" And Lizzie's like, her name? Like, I thought that was what they do. But you can like actually have personalized messages. And so Lizzie couldn't think of one, which is totally fine. I wanted to have the Hobbits put in like to the Sisters of the Shire podcast. That way at least was like something they'd heard about, maybe. I don't know. But every time, like, 2 of the handlers literally saw that on the sticky note and crumpled it up and threw it to the side. And I was like, cool.
Okay.
Like, we don't have time for that. Yeah. And which one do you think did that? I will just ask you. So here's, Lizzie really wanted the Chamber of Secrets because it's her favorite.
Cute.
And it's also one that has lots of Ginny in it. Well, let's be honest. And I'm looking over our texts between each other and stuff. When Bonnie walked in to the autograph thing, and I told you I was like watching Lizzie watch her, she said, "My heart is racing."
Oh, cute. That's cute.
Okay. Again, first time going to one of these things. I've always loved things with like booths. Like in Seattle, we have the Folklife Festival, or similar things like that, where just artists are just making things and selling them. Like, I love going to like the Highland Games. But this was the first time that I've been to was an event where they actually had the majority of my nerddom and actually good quality, I was in heaven.
I kept sending you photos. I'm like, you should go to this booth. You should go to this booth.
Yep.
You'd like it.
Yes. So what fun things did you get from the booths? Because I was like dying.
I only got one thing for myself, and I got my kids' birthdays were the next week, so I got them stuff for their birthdays. I don't have them down here. I got Miles Morales digital print for Oakley, and then I got a Spider-Gwen one for Luna. They're really cool. The artist was really awesome. It was very like cyberpunk digital, like very much the art of the movie, but it was in their own style. It was really cool. And then Fox got it looks like those cheesy shirts from souvenir shops in like Florida and stuff, but it says Tatooine on it. That was really cool. He really liked that. He's running out of wall space. He has a lot of art from Comic-Cons up on his wall, so he didn't have much left. So I was like, you get a shirt. And then I got this for Colt because it has my picture in the back just to keep it safe. But it's an oil painting of Cars Land, and I love it so much. It's very cute. My husband is very into Southwestern stuff. That's where he grew up, and then his favorite place is Cars Land, so put together.
Yeah.
And then I got this from the Weta Workshop booth that was right next to all the autographs and stuff, and they had beautiful things there, but this is my favorite thing. Yeah. So I got a key to bag end keychain, which I love so much. So
cute.
It's beautiful. I don't know if you can see. It's so pretty, and it's really nice quality, so I'm excited for that one. I just don't know what I want to put it on, because I don't want to put it on my actual keys, because I want it to be safe. But and then yeah, that's pretty much all I got. I got a sticker from a girl that's Tutter from Bear in the Big Blue House, and he's just said he's crying, and it says, "Please be nice to me" on it. Which is my favorite.
Very Abby.
Yeah. It was a very jam-packed day, so it was a lot of like having to wait in line, so I didn't get a ton to look at, but there was a lot of great artists there. So yeah, like I said, I didn't get a lot for me, but I did get things that are special. I had the day. That was my gift, was just the day to experience. Yeah. So I want to see. You haven't even shown me what you got. I know. So first off, your sweatshirt. Let me see.
Oh, yes. I had been looking at it all day, and I thought they were going to sell out. And then when I was done with Dom and everyone was like clearing out, I like literally went on. Do you remember that show, Supermarket Spree?
Yeah.
Or Sweep or something?
Sweep.
That is, I freaking loved that show as a kid. And that's literally what happened after I was done signing the autograph. So I went to there, got the sweatshirt, and I had literally had been texting Nate, like, thank you so much for all the things you did, and and then I'm literally in line with the thing in my hand. He's like, you know what, Ashley, I know you were eyeing that sweatshirt all day. You should go ahead and get it. I'm like, done. I'm glad we were on the same page. And then I sprinted down the aisles, because I didn't get to all of them. There were so many cool ones. And he said, Lizzie was really eyeing those cool bookmarks. Why don't you go ahead and grab her some? And so they're on
that's great. That's painted. It's like someone painted those.
Yeah. And it's metal.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. And it was a twofer thing. So of course I had to get mine.
Amazing. I used to have a bookmark look just like that.
And then I think we went to the same booth with the souvenir-ish ones. Nate actually, he's like, I would actually wear that shirt. Can we get that shirt for me? And I was like,
okay.
What else? What else do you want? So I don't have his, but this one is mine.
Oh, I like that one. There was also a Percy Jackson one that I really wanted, but I do like
kind of like the minimalistic.
Which one did he get?
Nate, he got the Lonely Mountain one. It's really cute. And then it's like the same thing. And Lizzie got
Hogwarts. Cute.
And then this took me a minute. I don't know why it took me a minute.
That's Hagrid's hut. Duh.
Yeah.
It's got pumpkins.
Well, and then
where'd you find that?
One. It was in the same place.
I got rushed.
I know. And then so that one I actually was like, that was earlier in the day, but the supermarket sweep had the bookmarks, and I literally was like running up and down the aisles trying to find it because the aisles all look the same.
It's hard to find.
Is very yeah. And so I literally like see it and I'm like, you, and he's like, yeah. I'm like, I found you. He's like,
yeah. He starts running. No, she's back.
He's like, I've been here. I'm like, I'm so glad I found you. And I explained. He's like, oh, that's awesome. You know. So this was my last purchase of the evening, and one of the reasons I didn't tell you is because one of them is for you. Okay, but I have to preface this. The sizing is not my fault. This is what she had.
Oh, I got like a triple XL. I know that's how you see me. Okay.
No. Okay, so I'm walking by her booth, right? And this is hanging.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm like, okay,
Amazing.
so I'm immediately drawn in, and I'm like, okay, I have to have that. And she goes, well, I'm having this deal, like 2 for blah, blah, blah. And I was like, well, what else do you have that, you know, what could be my second thing? And she goes, well, and she's like, I have, this, and then I have, so this is yours. And I'm sorry, again.
Oh,
isn't she such a pretty Arwen?
That's so cute. There was a girl in line with me who had those, but the big versions matching size. And I was literally like, where did you get those? And she's like, it was a girl that was like that. I was like, I didn't see those.
Yeah, it was at like the very end.
Yeah.
So, okay. But do you see so she only had the small one of this, and she only had the big one of this. She didn't have.
It's okay.
But I was like, so it's the end of the night. You don't have I would have bought both sides. Like, I would have bought both big sizes if you had them. Can we do a deal? And she's like, okay. I'm like, cool. Yeah. I'm like, I promise I will shout you out on all the things. She even signed them.
That like, Aelwyn one is beautiful. It's so cute.
I had to, right? Like,
so
even the
pretty.
Border art of it.
Oh, her helmet. Oh, the horses. Oh, it's so pretty.
So, I'll include her stuff in the episode
that
things,
needs a
but
frame.
Yeah,
that needs a frame.
I know. I'm working on it. But yeah, so many talented artists there. I wish I had time to buy all of their stuff. I still have like some of their cards. So I'm like, I'm gonna look you up later.
I know, right?
So I'm gonna actually post some of them. That way they get their shout outs.
Oh.
The only thing Lizzie bought for hers, or Nate and Lizzie bought for themselves, was there was a booth where they had all sorts of rocks, and that's like Lizzie and Nate's thing.
Rocks!
And they were these like magnet rocks.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what they got to play with in line. And I was like, sure, yes, let's do that. Yeah. But yeah, it was an incredible experience. Yes. I was dying the whole time. Thank you for making me go.
Yes. I like literally called you like, you need to do this now.
And my like major selling point to Nate was like, this is the 25th anniversary. So I don't know if this is ever going to happen again with all 4 of them, because like you could go to a con and see 1, you could go to a con and see 2, but all 4 at the same time is pretty rare. Yes,
I know.
Orlando Bloom was there that weekend, but we had already got tickets, and like we could only.
And then he canceled anyway.
For that one day. Oh, he did?
Yeah.
That's so funny.
So they're also coming to Vancouver Comic-Con, Fan Expo Vancouver, and it's all 4 Hobbits and Faramir and there's 2 other actors that were coming too where I'm like, excuse me, what? Like I was like,
how far away is Vancouver?
I know. I was literally like, there's like altogether there's like 7 people from Lord of the Rings gonna be there. And I was like, dang, what?
Well, the Emerald City has like a few. It has Aomer. Now I have to look it up. How far away is Vancouver?
It's above
My husband's
you.
gonna be away for a month.
It's above you.
It's above me. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I always get that one confused.
There's 2 Vancouvers like this. Vancouver, Vancouver. Yes. Anyway, so it was one of the most.
Did you get to see anyone else? It's Gimli. It's John Rhys Davies. And the twins are going to be there.
Yeah.
Who else?
I do have to go grab my child from school, so I will.
Oh my gosh! All of the Cullens are there.
Oh, that was the other one that I was going to tell you. There's a lot of people going to that one.
Oh, that's so funny.
Anyway, I just want to say that this was one of the most wonderful, amazing experiences of my life. Like, I know that might sound cheesy or that might sound like worldly of like, they're just dudes. They're just actors. They made a movie. Like, wow, what are you doing? I was explaining it to my friend. I was like, they got to physically portray my favorite story in the world. Like, they got to do that. And so I got to see a part of my favorite story in real life that they made a real thing, you know? And so that's why it's special to me. Yes, they're normal people. Yes, they're like just dudes. But it was very, very special. And I'm so grateful that I got to do it. And I'm grateful that I'm so grateful for my friend who invited me to come do this with her. And that you got to be there, and that Sean Astin gave me a hug, and I'm just like still in awe that it happened, and I'm so happy that it was a thing that I got to experience, and yeah, I don't know. That's one of my top 5 days.
Thank you, Fan Expo.
It's getting married, having 3 kids, boop boop boop, and then this. Top 5 experiences of my life. So, yeah. And they were so nice. If you ever get the chance to meet them, just know that it's not gonna like when they say don't meet your heroes, blah blah blah. Like, they are so nice. Billy Boyd, yes. Dominic Monaghan, Sean Astin, Elijah Wood, top tier. Thank you for meeting us. And thank you for all the hard, like, probably long day that you had at Comic-Con. But we're so grateful.
You look so tired by the end.
I know. But
well, thank you, Fan Expo, for making it happen. It was very cool to see it all in one place. I felt like the environment was very well done. I could have been better on the line queuing process and autograph information. That's all I'm going to say. But the staff were so nice. They were very, very enthusiastic and very sweet and very kind. It was cool to see the other celebrities there. I saw Jim Cummings from afar. Yeah. Did you see Jim Cummings from afar?
No.
I saw Lana Parrilla from Once Upon a Time from afar. I saw Karen Wheeler from afar too. It was just such a cool thing to see. Like, are they going to remember me? No, but it is an experience I'll remember forever. And if I could have met 4 celebrities, these probably would have been the 4. Like,
that's what I said too.
Again, they are just actors. They were doing a job, but I feel like, and this may be just me, I feel like they really put their heart and soul into those movies and are still, even after the fact, doing everything they can to promote them and keep that magic alive. So
thank you. We love you.
We love you, and thank you, Fan Expo.
Yes.
Invite us back. We'll come back.
Hey, we'll do booze. So, we usually end it a different way, but it won't really work this time. So we're just going to say thank you for joining us today. I've been Abby.
I've been Ashley.
And this has been the Sisters of the Shire podcast. And we're so happy you joined us today, and we hope you can join us next time. Bye!
Bye!
Thank you for teaching me a day.
Yay!